If you could live green, would you? I'm Nick Fedorov, host of Things Green, where we introduce nuggets of green lifestyle from gardening, upcycling, answering your questions, sustainability, even discussing environmental issues. You can become more confident in making the right decisions for you and your family. So come along as we are Things Green. Okay, so I gotta tell you, I'm feeling pretty cool over here hanging with you today, Ricardo. I've got my shades on, we've got a nice sunny day. You got your hat on, I got my hat on. This is pretty good.
I just got this hat today.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, because I thought we were going to be walking out there. Man, you lied to me.
Yeah.
You always lie to me, you know?
What can I say?
I don't know what to expect.
Well, you know what the funny part is that I actually have a hat that kind of resembles that.
Oh, really?
And the only reason why I put this one on is because you were wearing one. That's the only reason. Usually I don't. I mean, my hat hair just doesn't do me any justice. And I have a meeting after this too. So,
Oh, goodness. So we better hurry up and chop, chop, chop.
Yeah, chop,
What are you
chop,
going to
chop.
talk about today?
Oh, speaking about chop, 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 you got things we're going to be chop, chop, chopping.
Yes.
What are we looking at? We got some very strange stuff here.
We have the Passiflora flavicarpa,
Okay.
a.k.a. maracuya. For a lot of people, this is maracuya. And most maracuyas, more passifloras are purple. A lot of people know purple. And they are sour, and they have a little bit of sugar on it, but not as much. Well, this is the other way around. This is a little sweeter,
Ooh.
much sweeter than sour. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this in half. And
Are you using
one
the right
funny
side of
thing
that
is that
knife?
these are very solid green skin, and these are wrinkled.
I was going to ask you about
the
that.
The more wrinkled, the sweeter. So this fruit here, you're going to try that later. It's going to be sour sweet, but the difference between that and this is going to be amazing.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a little hard to cut through.
All right.
So this is what they look inside.
It almost kind of looks dried out a little bit. Is it?
It does look dried out, but it's not. And
Really?
we're going to do this. Watch. It's really.
Oh
it's
yeah,
really
look at that.
cool.
It's getting all juicy now.
Yeah, see? So the juice comes
Oh,
out
that
of it
is
now.
so cool.
So this is what the juice comes from, and you can do many things with it. You can do marmalade, you can do ice cream. Look, now it's
Oh my, look what you
So-
did.
now we're gonna leave that on the side, and we're gonna cut the
Oh,
one that
you're
is
look at
yeah, and
He's
we're gonna go,
teasing me.
because I
You're-
want you to
you're
try this
horrible.
one first. Yeah, it's like kids, you know, they want candy. Wait. So this is gonna be your candy, Nick.
Okay, so again, that looks really
See,
dry.
It looks really dry, but
Okay.
it's not. Now,
So are you like busting up the little?
I guess
that
I'm
what's going on
removing the juice out of it. Now,
Okay.
here you go. I
Okay.
washed my hand, okay? You saw me washing
I
my
did.
hand.
I did. He's got a very archaic way of doing it over there, but he's definitely washing his hands. Okay, so we're gonna take this right now.
Yes, try. You
Okay.
can chew the seeds. See, it's going to be crunchy. And that's the fun part, you know?
Okay.
You get to hear the sound of it.
Now, do you ever want to go for like you see that white stuff that's right here?
The rind, it's
rind,
not
the pit?
sweet.
It's not sweet.
No, it's just
Okay.
the seed pulp.
Okay. Now I've never had this before.
Salud.
So this is salud. It smells good.
Smells delicious.
Smells good.
Smells like passion fruit.
Oh man, these are hard.
So you can hear the crunchiness to it. But it's tasty,
I think my
right?
teeth are breaking.
Oh, come on.
This
But
is delicious.
It's delicious, right? So it's not only sour, it's got some
Oh,
sweetness
my
to it, but it's
goodness.
also fragrant. And that's what you want in a passion fruit. You want all these three things. You know, you want juiciness, you want crunchiness, and you want flavor to it.
Any way to make the seeds not as hard?
No.
No?
Well, blender.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
so.
you can blend it.
I
and
can't believe how delicious this is. This is ridiculous.
You can blend it and then strain it, and just drink
Okay,
it.
so which plant did this?
It's this little plant
This one right here.
and a lot of passion fruits, they have different shape leaves. So this one, it's what do you call this? This tree.
It's a tray.
It's
a tray leaf.
It's a tri
Yeah.
leaf. So like I call them little fingers. Like 3 fingers on it. There's some of them that are round, like Ruby Glow. It's round. Ligularis, it's round. It has more like a heart shape. So this is 1 gallon. So it's amazing to believe that that plant right there was like this about a month.
This
ago.
one right here?
Yes, so these are brothers
No
or sisters.
way.
That's why I was telling Jose, are you sure this is the one? And
Really?
he's the one that helped me install it. So it is. So imagine how much faster they grow if they get bigger container. Imagine if it was in the ground.
That'll be huge.
It would be twice the size. So this is ready to bloom.
Okay, so when is the fruiting season?
Summertime.
It is the summer. Okay, so it's summertime.
So this,
Now,
I
what
got them a
kind-
little late.
What kind of conditions do we need?
They like sunlight.
Okay, so this is a full
Full sun exposure.
But look how soft it is, though.
Yeah, it looks
You-
like they want to be in the shade, but they
Yeah.
were in full sun. They were out here.
Full
And we
sun.
get 89, 90 degrees here, so it's not as cool as a lot of people think. They hear Long Beach and they think I'm off, right next to the ocean. No, I'm not. I'm inland, so it gets warm here. It gets really hot here.
So, can we plant this in the valley?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh my.
Yeah, they,
All right, so
they
I'll-
can handle 110 degrees. No
So
problem. 110 degrees.
Where,
yes.
do you know where this is native from?
Some of them are native from Brazil,
Okay.
and some of them from Mexico. So it's really hard at this point because they've been crossing, they've been breeding many varieties. So the original plant, I guess, came from Brazil, and then Brazil and Hawaii and Florida. And then from there they came to the United States, but also grows in Oaxaca, Mexico. It grows in Vietnam. It grows in Thailand.
Everywhere.
So
Oh my
a lot
God.
of tropical countries.
He doesn't know this, but while he was showing off this plant, I took the other half and I decided I'm going to munch on. This is good stuff.
So that means that it's a good fruit.
This is
And
delicious.
It is good. So now wait until you try the other side, which is the part that is already wrinkled. So now you try the first part, which is not as ripe. This is different.
This one almost has a like a grapefruit
Yes.
kind of after, like an aftertaste. Oh, it is delicious. I love this.
Right. You're gonna try something
Okay,
different.
so there's something different.
And
You're
the
gonna
more
take it.
wrinkled, the better. And sometimes, it's the shape of the skin, it's deceiving. But once you try it, you never should judge the book by the cover.
Isn't that the truth?
Tell me, sweeter.
I got to get one of these plants. I have to get one of these plants.
Yes.
This is
So
so
we've
cool.
been growing passion fruits for the last couple years. There's one of them that we have to hand pollinate. That's actually cross pollinate. Hey, look at the bird! It's eating my dragon fruit.
Oh, that was the one we were going to pick.
Yeah. See, Nick, we should have brought it here. Not the bird's having it.
The bird is having it.
Yeah,
Look at that.
the mockingbird, they eat all the fruits here. Look. Oh, get it in camera. Get it in camera.
Ah, he ran away, Jose.
Sorry, guys. Yeah,
Okay.
so we've been growing passion fruits for the last couple years, and
Okay.
this is the newest addition that we have to the collection.
What is the largest espalier do we need on this thing?
Well, this can grow 30 feet in no time.
Wow.
But you have to trim every year.
Okay.
So think of it as a grapevine. So 30 feet, you bring it down to maybe 5-6 feet
Okay.
every year, and it grows right back. So
Okay, so are we? Does it go dormant?
it doesn't go dormant, but it turns some of the leaves. Some of the leaves will turn brown.
Okay.
Not completely dormant. So 50% of their leaves are going to stay, but it's very important that you trim so you get new growth because the fruits are developed on new growth.
And this growth is very playable. So you
Yeah.
can take and you can espalier this. You
Yes.
can cord on it. You can
I
do
actually
a lot
have
of
a
different
couple of
styles.
them in a trellis. Yes, you can espalier. It can grow in a pergola. I mean, you can play with it. It can be on a fence,
Yeah.
chain link fence, or you can put it against the wall. We did one when you brought in the trailer for the Anaheim.
Oh, we did
tropical.
Oh, yeah. We did it.
tropical. So So that was espalier against your wall.
This was a spelling.
It's the same family. It's the same family. There's the purple one and there's the yellow one.
Hopefully, I can pull out a picture and show you what he's talking about. What we did is that we took a 20-foot trailer, and I brought it over here. I said, landscape, and he goes, "What?
My guys hated me for that.
You want to landscape that? What are you talking about?" And what we did is that we made a display of a tropical garden.
Yeah, tropical garden.
And it was absolutely gorgeous. We had it at the home shows. We took it to fairs.
You kept that trailer for like 6 months.
Yeah, we thousands and thousands of people saw that particular
Yeah,
trailer.
so we did a diamond shape.
Yes.
We created a diamond shape on the wall on the with the passion fruit, and the idea was so people. Sometimes people come here and they say, "I don't have any space," and we ask them, "Do you have a chain link fence or a wall?" Yes. So this can grow on a wall.
Okay.
So it's
So
treated like a vine.
what about next to a swimming pool?
It can grow
Because I
next
get that on my radio show all the time. They're
Yes,
asking
you can.
what kind of plants, because you have a swimming pool and you have that reflective heat, or you have that reflection from the pool.
From the water.
Yeah, from the water, and sometimes you get the splashing.
Yeah, they love the splashing.
Yeah, they love the splashing.
they love
They're
the
going to dig
splashing.
on that.
Yeah,
so is it a high
this
water
would be-
use?
It can be.
It can be? Okay,
It can
so if
be,
that's
but
the
it can
case,
also be. We have one that do not water them. Like we water them once a week, but it's already in the ground and it's been there for like 3 years. It was in a box, in a 24-inch box, but the roots went through the bottom of the box and trunks this big. Okay. And we hardly watered it, and
Now,
you can see fruits.
does it have a
growing.
taproot?
Deep. Very deep.
Just deep
roots.
roots.
Deep,
roots.
deep, deep,
So
deep.
subsurface irrigation, hands down, would be something for something like this, and you could retrofit your irrigation system for that, so you can force the roots further down, and you could actually water less because of that.
Yeah.
All right, you're teasing me with some other stuff
now
over here.
we tried the passion fruit. Now
Okay, so
we're
we
gonna
got the
go to-
wrinkly one here.
Yeah, so now we have mangoes.
Oh, mangoes.
This is a mango
Okay.
that a lot of people call Mexican mango.
Is
Some
it wrinkly
people-
too? Or is-
A little bit.
Okay.
And this though has a lot of fiber. So a lot of people don't like it because it has a lot of fiber. But this is one of the best varieties of mangoes for rootstock. So if you are grafting, which spoon do you use? I can just.
Well, I was using these two spoons here.
So now this you can actually eat the skin, so you can eat the whole thing. Some people like this variety because it's a very fast producing from seeds. So you can plant the seeds, and in three or 4 years it's already producing. It
Okay,
grows
so
fast.
mango has little itty bitty seeds, or it has the big round one.
I'll
Smooth
talk
one.
about it in just a minute. Try that first.
Okay. Now I'm supposed
One
to
step at a time, sir.
Okay, and I'm supposed
Try
to
it.
and I'm supposed to eat the outside.
See, try both ways.
Okay. So, my father, he loved mango.
It's sweet. Huh?
He would go to the market, and he would ask him for the oldest mangoes that were there. If there
So
were
the
all-
wrinkled one?
the wrinkled
Because
ones.
they were sweeter.
They were sweeter.
Yeah. How is this?
It is delicious.
It's sweet, right?
Yeah.
So, Mexican variety, some people call it Indio, Corriente, Mexican, they go by different names. Criollo is what we say in Spanish. Creole. Fast producing, strong root system, and it grows fast.
Is this the size
Strong.
that it's supposed to be?
Yes, that's
Oh, okay.
like a mature size.
So,
Actually.
so he said that these are high in fiber, right?
Yeah, I mean the fiber, the
Yeah.
mango has fiber.
Hands down. While I'm eating
Yeah.
just this right here, and I'm taking it and I'm just taking I'm just taking the meat. In fact, you can see that right there.
Yeah,
you can
there's
see
a
a
lot
little
of-
fiber. You can see
yeah.
the fibers off of that. I like it without the skin.
Now without
Yeah,
the
the
skin,
skin's alright.
it's not bad at all.
Yeah,
And you know, a lot of times they say that they are
I'm not gonna have hair
the
fall off
most
of me, am I?
nutritious. Well, maybe your hair is going to turn yellow now.
Okay.
You're going to get blonde hair. Now they said that the most nutritious in a fruit sometimes it's on the skin. So I'm going to try to open this and show you the pit. Now it's a little hard with the Mexican varieties. The husk it's very thin. I opened about 150 Hayden yesterday, and it was very easy because it breaks very easily, but not the Mexican. Oh, I read
Oh,
it.
wait a minute. Okay, I'm thinking of something different then. Oh, you know what I'm thinking about?
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking about mangoes. Mangoes have that big, giant pit in there. Yeah, this right here is always very tough.
This is the mango too.
This is a mango?
Yeah, this is
No,
the
I thought it was papaya.
Mexican variety mango.
I thought it was a papaya.
No.
I'm not eating a papaya. I thought I was eating a papaya.
So it's that sweet, huh?
That's why I'm doing ornamental horticulture. I don't do edibles.
Man,
I don't even know what I'm eating here. It's delicious.
Well, that's what matters. So this takes a little time to pull the seed out. Most mangoes, see,
I have
there's mono embryonic and there's polyembryonic. So monos are the ones that are round shaped, like Glen, Tommy Atkins, Keith. Those varieties are, for the most part, monoembryonic. And these are the polyembryonic. So the mangoes, they have like an S shape. You can see it's a little S shape. So most mangoes that are S shaped, a lot of them are Thai or Indian or Mexican varieties. They're polyembryonic, meaning that one seed will produce 2, 3, or up to 4 plants when it germinates.
Okay, so I've had mangoes like my whole life. I have never cut open a mango like this before.
Okay.
Because usually you get that really hairy looking kind of thing going on, and it's tough to cut through.
Yes.
It's tough to cut through, and it's like, you're not going to gnaw on it or anything like that.
But now here it is.
Nice.
So it's like a baby embryo.
Okay.
So this is one plant, this is another plant, and this is another plant. So when you plant this, now know that if you pick the mango from your garden and you do this, you can be 100% successful when it's time to germinate. When you buy it from the store, you are 50-50. Reason why is because a lot of these fruits come from either Mexico or South America, and they go through radiation. In customs, it goes either through hot water or radiation. So when you see the seed pit black, it's already been damaged by radiation.
Nice.
So it will not germinate. But something like this, that it's a multi-embryonic, so maybe it damaged half of it, but the other half will still, it's still viable.
Okay, and
So-
what's important about the embryo of any kind of seed is that that's where all the, we're going to call it the power that supplies it, and what happens is that supplies it into the rest of the seed, if you may, to the, what do we call it again? I already forgot.
The embryo, the seed, the plant.
The embryo. So what it's going to do is it's going to put the energy into it so that it can germinate. Then, when you start seeing the leaves come out, a fascinating thing happens. You start having the exchange of starches and sugar from the sun. You get photosynthesis happening, and then it actually pushes energy back into that embryo so that it could support it and bring it back, so you can have have a successful plant, and you'll have a flush of growth like you'll never imagine.
It's amazing, huh?
It
goes
is.
back and forth. So now that's the seed that is getting ready to be planted. So how do you plant this? Some people put them like this. Some people do it like that. I do it like this. This is where the roots will come out and the branch will grow out. So this is actually a viable seed. So I'm going to plant it.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look over there. Yeah.
Guess what?
Yeah, tell me how that seed goes, okay?
The bird took the seed, right? So that's what happens with mangoes. Now, this is a polyembryonic, and I should have saved one Hayden yesterday. It's a round one, so that only has one whole seed. So polyembryonics, they say that if 3 plants come out of this seed, 2 are going to be very strong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're going to see them very tall and thick, and 1 is going to be very wimpy. Those 2 that are strong, those are going to be true to seed. So you can plant this seed, and you're going to get the exact same variety.
So are you going to end up separating those plants?
Yeah, eventually, when they germinate, you can actually break them apart and plant them in individual
How close
containers.
do they get before
About
you do
that?
that? But that's
10
not-
inches.
okay.
Yeah, about 10 inches. So the weaker one, that's the one that was pollinated by another, by a bee, and it turned into another species. So we only keep 2 of them that we know that it's going to be true to seed.
Okay,
So that mango is going to produce a fruit like this.
Okay, so speaking of pollination then, so we've had the passion fruit, we've got the mango, are those to be hand pollinated?
No,
or
not these varieties.
Okay, not
No.
these varieties.
No,
So what do
the bees will pollinate the dragon fruit, the passion fruit, and the flies will pollinate the mangoes.
Yeah. I'm glad that you mentioned that, because if you've been following me on my radio show, I've been talking about the different types of pollinators. In fact, I actually gave a speech not long ago at one of the home shows that I attend that are always free, by the way. So just go to thingsgreen.com and see when I'm going to be speaking. And the last time I spoke, I did talk about pollinators. You would be surprised the different types of critters that are around for pollinating. It's not just bees.
Not just bees.
But think about it, flies. Where have they been sitting? Okay, you have butterflies, you have moths, you have all kinds of critters like that are coming around. You can even have, believe it or not, rats and squirrels. They'll be getting around on the plants, and the pollination's amazing. And don't underestimate wind. Wind is another way for pollination.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, pretty cool.
So now, when mango plants are grown like this, if you don't prune it, it's going to grow really tall. So pruning, it's very important at this stage. And when it comes the time to prune, we prune for two different reasons.
This sure looks like an avocado. It sure
Yeah, but it
resembles.
doesn't smell like it.
No.
And you're going to smell the leaves.
Okay.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm cleaning my tool, and I have aloe vera plant here.
I noticed you doing that
And-
earlier. What'd you do with that for?
Well, this is to
To clean it?
to
Sterilize it?
sanitize the tools.
I thought you were going nuts. We're over
I
here.
am
we're-
nuts. What are you talking
We're
about?
over here, we're talking, he pulls his secateurs out, and then all of a sudden he starts rubbing around like that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, uh-oh.
So this is now being disinfected, and I can
And
use...
kind of lubricated too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So I can clean it now,
All right.
and now I don't need to buy an expensive, sanitizer or anything like that for my tools.
Okay, so we're going to bring this
So-
out here. Bring here.
Now,
What are we going to do
this
with this?
mango have these are called panicles. Right where three or four leaves meet, they have a little node. In other trees we call it nodes. In mangoes we call panicles. So mangoes you trim to shape the tree, and you also prune to promote flowers. So there's pruning for shape and pruning for to encourage blooming, to encourage the tree to bloom. So we are going to prune this mango right here, right there. And what we're going to do next, we're going to have a lot of branches coming. One from here, one from here, one from there, one from here. So at least 4 branches. So if 4 branches come out of there, guess how many branches I'm going to keep out of 4?
2?
3.
Oh, you keep 3?
Yeah, I'm going to keep them balanced.
Oh, okay.
If there was only 2 branches that came out of it, then I will keep it. But sometimes we get 5, 6 branches. We don't keep them all.
Okay.
We just keep either 2 or 3 for symmetry or for balance. Because if there is only, if I kept 4 or 5 branches, it uses a lot of energy, and some of those branches are not going to be strong enough. So we have to keep the strongest. And if it's unbalanced, when it produces fruit, it's going to lean over it and it may break. So we want the branches to be uniform.
So is this one that we're going to take and we're going to stake as it's growing, or do we just leave it alone?
If it's
allow
pruned
nature?
correctly, you don't need any staking.
Okay. Is now like this one right here? Is this also a full sun plant?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so-
And it likes temperatures. It can handle 115 degrees.
Okay.
It can grow in India and in areas where it's completely
And are
hot.
we getting actual canopies on this
Yes,
thing?
we are.
Okay.
We can get a 10-foot canopy.
Do we allow the branching to go all the way down to the ground, or do we
Some
want to keep
people
it up?
do keep lower branches because it will produce, but some people don't if they have rabbits.
Oh,
Because the rabbits or the rats will eat the fruits before you do.
I used to have a free-range rabbit at my house. It was
Oh,
the
really?
absolute cutest thing. We used to play basketball with us and the kids at the time. So it was, oh yeah.
Wow.
You would put a basketball in front of it, and it would take it and it would push it right to where the post was. It was absolutely darling. But I let it just run it through my yard. Not only did it fertilize my plants all over the place, but what it would do, based on how tall the rabbit can get, all of my plants were trimmed exactly the same. I never I never did. After a certain point, I never fed the rabbit.
Yeah, because-
it just kept on eating, and it was absolutely marvelous. Love that. It's a little funny too.
So yeah, so it's to protect it from the if the fruit's hanging all the way down to the ground, you get a lot of critters there.
Cool with
and
that.
rodents.
We're with that, my friend. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
you for being
very
here.
much a pleasure, and that's Ricardo over at Ricardo's Nursery in Long Beach. Thanks for joining me on another excursion of Things Green. Our goal is to educate, inform, and entertain so you can become exposed to a green lifestyle inside and outside of the home and community, all on your terms. Join me next time right here as we help you with Things Green.